It's been an amazing year for Israeli startups, breaking ground and making billions of dollars around the world. So we're going to do something special for them and select the top 10 Israeli startups that made our 2014 Let's Hit the Road Jacks. Israel, as you may know, is a huge exporter of security technology, and CyberArk are a prime example of exactly that. Petah Tikva-based CyberArk software have developed a new layer of IT security solutions, protecting organizations from cyber attacks that may have their way inside their network. CyberArk was founded 15 years ago by CEO Udi Mokadi. 2014 was the year CyberArk really took off, as it nearly doubled its value after its IPO at NASDAQ. Isn't that nice? Well, yes it is, especially if you're them.
As a cloud-based service, each customer gets a dedicated, secure digital vault, which isolates, monitors, and protects your files 24/7, whether they are in transit or at rest. Each vault is divided into multiple safes, enabling you to strictly separate what each person can see and access, while giving you full control to set up and monitor any type of file transfer process, be it automatic or manual. Business users can upload or download files via a mobile application or a branded web portal for anywhere, anytime access, or send unlimited file sizes straight from their email, where both the message and response are secured. A personal watermark, protected viewing, or other file restrictions can be enforced to increase file protection.
Okay, you may have missed it, but the most shared site on all of Facebook in December 2014 was none other than Israeli shared content powerhouse Playbuzz, bigger than BuzzFeed and Huffington Post. Really? Playbuzz is an open network for publishers, bloggers, and brands to create quizzes, lists, and polls. After creating the content, publishers can embed it on their website. In under 2 years, the social quiz company has reached over 50 million unique visitors per month. It's one of the fastest growing websites in the US, according to Alexa. The company was created by Shaul Olmert, son of former Prime Minister Ehud Olmert. It recently raised $3 million. We talked to them a few weeks ago, and this is what they had to say.
So what we do is we're basically a content platform, which is different than just a content website that creates content. We enable other websites to create their content on our platform and embed it on their website, and then they get tons of traffic from the virality of the content that we offer them. So that's what we do, basically.
Well, you know, in the past few months, BuzzFeed made these quizzes very, very popular. So how come you got all these millions of users? What happened there?
Well, they made it popular, but, you know, quizzes have been there since forever. So it's not like they invented them. And we enjoy, you know, the popularity of the quizzes. We don't do something different in terms of content, but we offer other websites to be BuzzFeed, basically. They can take this really viral platform and have it on their website and enjoy tons of traffic and, you know, basically be a key publisher like BuzzFeed on their own.
Let's talk. Familiar jacket. Okay, struggling to get through the day without charging up the smartphone? Yes, we are. So last April, a Tel Aviv-based startup called StoreDot exploded into the scene, promising to make the charging process faster, much faster. It unveiled a prototype charger that takes your battery from a tiny red to 100% green, all in about 30 seconds. StoreDot has the potential to make a radical impact on a vast number of industries. The company is based in Ramat Gan and recently raised a monster $42 million funding round. Wow. it's still super ugly, but super impressive. Now, 2014 was a big year for ReWalk, a startup that is making miracles happen. The US Food and Drug Administration has approved ReWalk product, a robotic exoskeleton that allows paralyzed people to walk again. Patients that are paralyzed from the waist down will once again be free to move about without having to use a wheelchair. The Israeli company founder, Amit Gofer, started developing the device in 2001 after an accident in a vehicle left him paralyzed. He funded Argo Medical Technologies to create a patented product that would enable persons with spinal cord injuries to walk again. Claire Lomas, a paralyzed British woman, made headlines that year when she completed the London Marathon in 16 days using a ReWalk model. Seriously amazing. Take a look. Yep, super impressive. Now, economy magazine Forbes has declared houses funders Adita Talco and Alon Cohen to be the high-tech world's newest power couple. The married Tatalco and Cohen are both Israeli-born entrepreneurs who relocated to California. After a recent investment of $165 million, Houses was left with a $2 billion valuation. Yes, that is huge. Houses.com, for those who never heard of it, is a platform for home remodeling and design. Funded in 2009, the company declares that it provides people with everything they need to improve their homes from start to finish. Check their vision out.
I think House is providing a level of transparency for our industry.
It makes the whole process so much cleaner.
House has expanded my business considerably in all parts of the country.
Finding that match up with a client that's going to want to work with us and we're going to want to work with them is everything for us.
When they come to us, it feels like they're pre-qualified because they've looked at our in-depth profile. They feel like they've known us for a while because it's a personal connection.
When I first meet with a client, it's usually because they found me on House and they like my work, and then I'll go to the house and have a meeting and I ask them to put an idea book together.
All of the different options in one place. So it's a one-stop shop for us. It's a one-stop shop for the client.
And then I would say, what are you thinking about your kitchen? What do you want your cabinets? Well, let me show you. And she's right, that's it, right there, Wally, that's what I want.
It's really revolutionized my entire business.
He said, you turned my wife onto House, and in addition to the landscape, now we're redoing our kitchens and bathroom, and she's up till 2 in the morning looking on House every night.
Wow, rich Americans. Well, good for them. Now, around 5 billion people, 2/3 of the world's population, still do not have access to a computer or smartphone. Israeli startup Kipod and NGO Live in Slums have united to change exactly that, starting in the slums in Nairobi, Kenya's capital. Kipod itself is a secure operating system that runs on a USB stick and costs only $7. The operating system can fuel old PCs and make them usable again. Being able to keep their OS on a thumb drive means that users can turn any shared computer into their own personal computer, taking all their software and data when they shut it down and leave its impressive stuff.
Many people don't realize that 70% of the world's populations, 5 billion people, still do not have access to a personal computer. These people live in every country, every city all over the world. So the question is, how are we going to reach 5 billion people? The Kipod Unite project implements a new sustainable and scalable model which confronts outdated computing paradigms. By separating software from hardware and moving the operating system to a USB device, Kipod eliminates the dependency on one physical computer per user. With Kipod, millions of discarded computers can be repurposed and shared, creating access to personal computing. Now, imagine giving each person a transportable operating system that is secure, easy, and fun.
Okay, let's get to work. A lot of small startups know the drill. You get a small office, pay tons of money to find a place for your little 4-people company, and work in solitude most of the time. In recent years, a lot of office spaces were opened to address exactly that, provide workspace for startups to grow and develop while working in the same space with other startups. WeWork, established in 2010 by Israeli entrepreneur Adam Neumann, is the absolute market leader in this new playground. It operates in 21 locations worldwide and is evaluated at $5 billion. We had the privilege of hosting them in our studio just last month.
The magic is the diversity of the community, the design of the beautiful spaces, how people get connected by the design, by the technology we use, by the services. It's amazing to see because these people came in to fill this building, and this kind of concept didn't exist here. And you see the companies and these young people move in, and they know how to use it immediately. They know how to find the conference room. They know how to use the app. If they need to print something, need to order a conference room, and they're already organizing events. It's just like it's automatic. The thing works.
This year was the year we ran out of air until we met Brizomita. It's a map-based application that tracks and shows the air population level at any point on the map. Brizomita claims to be so precise it could tell you the pollution level on a specific street. Made by a startup based in Israel, Brizomita accesses data in real time from 300 air pollution monitoring stations around the country and calculates pollution levels at any given location. You can even get push notifications about the place you're at and the time you need to escape it for if you want to breathe some fresh air. That sounds so scary, I kind of lost my breath there. It was a huge year for Wix. The web development company went public in late 2013 in the US stock exchange market and is closing in quickly on the billion-dollar startup club. Wix launched in 2006 and acts as a platform that lets customers create websites using its drag-and-drop tools and design templates. The websites are made to work with desktop viewers as well as on tablets and mobile. Wix went from being a small startup into a big company, one that is already purchasing other startups, living the Israeli tech dream. Respect.
If only everything was as easy as creating your website with Wix. Go to Wix.com today. It's free.
And on our top Israeli startup of the year is the astonishing CyberArk, something out of sci-fi movies, but it's definitely real. Wondering how nutritious that food is, if that plant needs water, or just what that misplaced pill is? Well, CyberArk will be able to tell you all of those things, plus a lot more. To use it, you just scan the item in question for 1 second or 2. CyberArk is actually a miniature spectroscope like the bigger, more expensive laboratory grade models it's based on. It works by shining near-infrared lights on materials, exciting their molecules in the process. What that whole mumbo-jumbo actually means is that this little scanner can tell you what is in everything it scans. It's the future, boys and girls. The future is scanned.
I'm Damien.
And I'm Dror. I'm excited to introduce CyberArk. CyberArk is the first molecular sensor that fits in the palm of your hand.
It scans the molecular fingerprint of an object and provides relevant instant information about its chemical makeup.
You can use it to log the chemical fingerprint, record it, and share with your friends.
Imagine if there was a way to know which watermelon is sweeter. The applications are endless.
Sayo uses this tiny optical sensor called a spectrometer, which absorbs light reflected back from an object and breaks it down into a spectrum. The spectrum is then sent to our cloud for analysis, and our algorithms sends back the result to your phone in real time.
And that's it. Amazing year for Israeli startups. Amazing show for us. Thank you very much for watching. Log on to our Twitter and our Tumblr. It's TheTube24. And always remember, decide what your currency is early. Let go of what you will never have. People who do this are happier and sexier. That's Amy Poehler. Goodbye. Goodbye.